A fine portrait. I think this would sell. Don't you think so? What is up, everybody, and welcome to what is yet another interesting video with me. Today I'm going to be talking about something very interesting. Today I'm going to be talking about something we can all attest to have went through in some period in our lives, or are still going through at the moment, or might face at some point in our lives. Today I'm going to be talking about breakups and why breakups are one of the worst situations or feelings you can ever find yourselves in. But believe it or not, you can make it down the line. You can heal and you can mend that broken heart. I'm gonna be talking about, yet before I jump straight into it, I just want to remind you that we are all vulnerable to breakups, whether rich, poor, or whatsoever. Nobody can run away from breakups. We can. Now, before I jump straight into it, I think there's something we can all agree on in terms of how people can tend to be so egotistical, how people are so narcissistic and toxic, and all of those traits. I'm sure we've all come across or have been in a relationship with people who we might have felt possessed such traits. So I do know that there's a lot of loving people out there, there's a lot of caring people, and there's a lot of faithful people who have went the extra mile and loved someone wholeheartedly. So I think today I'm just going to be advocating for those people who feel like they were done wrong in some way and just want to heal and get over the relationship as quick as possible and move on with their lives. And so I'm just gonna be breaking down maybe 5 ways to actually heal and forget about that. I've loved someone wholeheartedly before, and it got to a situation where that person realized that and took advantage of that. And it was just so difficult for me to let go, even though I knew this was toxic, and at the end of the day, I was gonna suffer from a serious heartbreak. So I think one of the best things we can do in a breakup, for me, is definitely cutting all communications. Delete his number or her number. I mean, just make sure you don't talk to the person, because you have to remember the healing process has to do with you. It is of best interest that at the end of the day you come out healthy from this breakup, and you're capable enough to going out into the world looking good, vibrant, and feeling yourself. So definitely cut off communication no matter what happens. Delete his numbers, delete the pictures, delete everything from your phone, and make sure you do not contact that person. I think the second stage is probably feeling it. I know that majority of people mostly say when you cry about it or when you actually feel the emotions, it makes you weak, but that is not true. I think being in denial is rather worse, because now you will just keep hurting over and over again. So allow yourself and give yourself time to feel that pain. Cry if you have to, talk to someone if you have to, just have supportive people around you, whether it's your friends, family, or whatsoever. Just make sure you get it off your chest and you cry and do whatsoever, and just mourn, and make sure that you come out positive sooner or later. That burden just gets over you, and you're in a stage where you're ready to stand up, pick up yourself, and dust yourself, and be the self you are and have ever been. So I think you should just mourn. So what's gonna happen now is you're just gonna have all of these memories just flooding in, and you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're just gonna be caught up drowning in those emotions and being depressed. I think this is a stage where you just have to completely be social as possible. If you've got family, friends, I think they really need to be there. in your life and support you in whatsoever manner. If you feel like going out will help, then go out, just socialize, and make sure that you're not always alone, because it is at that stage where it's just gonna really pound you. And especially if you tend to think about it too much, just try and distract yourself with a couple of things, but do not rush into a new relationship. It is very important for you to heal rather than just running or rushing into a new relationship, which will not help at all. So just make sure you socialize as possible. Focus on yourself, focus on yourself. We have to remember now that the whole process of healing has to do with you. So make sure that whatever it is, just pick up a new hobby, just do something you've always wanted to do. If it was reading a new book, writing a book, going out, visiting that place, just do something pertaining you, that has to do with you. If you want to focus on your goals, focus on them. If you want to focus on your education, focus on your education. Just do something that will make you feel good about yourself. There's so many things that can make you feel good about yourself. If it's exercising, focusing on your health, dressing good, visiting that store and getting those clothes. If it's eating out, just spoil yourself and just think about your self-worth and your self-being. Just focus. When you go through a breakup, it is one of the most difficult things you can ever find yourself in. It is painful, it is tragic, it is so depressing. You just feel like there's a part of yourself you're losing, especially if you loved that particular person. But now, devoid of it all, we have to remember that you are important, and you really need to come back stronger, and you need to survive this. You don't absolutely have to lose yourself. You are important and you are very valuable, and you should know your self-worth. So it is always important that you focus on it, and always keep that in mind, that you have to come back stronger and you deserve to be happy in life. So just make sure that whatever happens, don't focus on what happened and whatsoever. Just try and put it behind you, and just try and focus on you surviving and coming out strong. Attest that there's a lot of interesting and loving, great people out there. So if you have to meet them, then meet them. But just make sure that you try and attract and grab positivity and motivation wherever is possible, so that you can keep yourself in spirits, fired up and pumped up. You don't need to actually be attached to negativity all the time, because this will just put you back to the old feelings that you were going through. So just look at it as something positive you can gain from it all. Just keep yourself at it, keep strong, and make sure you survive. I think it is possible for us to survive breakups, and it can bring out a better and stronger self you had never imagined of. So yeah,